Oh, he made it. Wait, he put out a guide before the character's even out. I mean, granted, we still have like more than like a little over a week. But aren't we a little bit early? I have not seen it. Let's watch it now. Sorry if we're watching on a funny internet historian D&D story, but still. I mean, what our experience would be talking from? Oh gosh. This is Chainsaw Man. Time to file for bankruptcy.
PGR's resident tsundere is back to bonk some heads as the newest Omniframe debuting in the upcoming update, A New Divide.
I'm sorry, hold on. What did you say? With what?
PGR's resident tsundere is back to bonk some heads as the newest Omniframe
Okay, with bonks and
in the
heads.
upcoming
Okay.
update, A New Divide. And if you don't want to miss future PGR guides and videos, don't forget to subscribe. I also stream on my Twitch at twitch.tv/SpiderTV. And if you make any corrections or forget to mention something, it will be in the pinned comment down below. Alright, let's spin on in.
こちら 2B 問題ない
Karenina Scire is a base S-rank tank Omniframe that deals purely dark damage and features Dark Resist Shred, AoE crowd control.
Dark Resist Shred, you say? Dark Resist Shred, you say? Well, that's what number 21 does, so I'm not surprised.
And a spin to win playstyle. And in this video, I'll cover her skills, passives, ascensions, playstyle, weapons, builds, team setup, her pet, comparison with other dark tanks, and my pull and build recommendations. And as usual, I'll leave timestamps so you want to jump to a specific topic. Going through her kit, her basic attack swings her hammer in melee range, dealing purely dark damage, with the attack string ending in a knockup. And
Oh, so compared to like, yeah, compared to number 21 and Luna, she just does straight up pure dark damage, huh?
ground slam. Her QTE slams the ground, dealing dark damage in an AoE, and reducing the enemy's dark resistance by 15%.
Okay. That's a lot of dark damage.
For a brief period. Next, for her orb abilities, her red orb is a simple dash forward that ends in a roundhouse spin, dealing dark damage. Her blue orb fires gravity projectiles that pull in enemies, dealing dark damage.
Oh, that's
You
the
can also
black hole.
use a yellow or another blue orb
Okay.
during the animation to fire
Wait, can cast yellow and or another blue orb during the animation to fire more projectiles.
more gravity projectiles.
Oh.
Also use a yellow or another blue orb during the animation to fire more gravity projectiles
Okay, so after it goes through, it pulls them
without resetting
forward.
the animation.
Okay.
So you can kind
I
of
see.
chain the
So that's what the
attacks.
animation does.
And her yellow orb deploys a gravity field, pulling in and suspending enemies in midair while shredding.
Okay, so Karen has, so they brought back this ability from her original frame, essentially, but it's way better.
Their dark resistance for a few seconds. She also gains a shield based on her HP and the amount of orbs pinged. And again, you can use a yellow or another blue orb to fire more gravity fields without resetting the animation to chain it. And finally, this is her swap and attack. And now take all of that knowledge about orbs and shove it in the trash, because you'll rarely ping orbs on her thanks to her core passive spin mechanic.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Knowledge about orbs and shove it in the trash, because you'll rarely ping orbs on her thanks to her core passive spin mechanic.
Wait, what?
And since Kuro loves writing long descriptions to make me suffer, I'll go over the full explanation of the core passive and ultimate first, and then give a TLDR afterwards. The first part is a charge attack. If Karenina has a 3
Oh
orb
right.
or
She has a charge attack. I remember
First
seeing. I
part?
remember seeing this when we saw the video of her boss fight the other day.
is a charge attack.
If there's a 3... So if there's a 3 orb or matrix ping, hold basic attack to consume up to 2 sets to charge the hammer. So 2 sets meaning 2 3 pings? Or a matrix ping and a... Well, I guess you can't be using a matrix ping because that's how you get the charge mechanic.
If Karenina has a 3 orb or matrix ping, holding down basic attack will consume it to charge her hammer, indicated by Karenina has a 3 orb or matrix ping, holding down basic attack will consume it.
Okay, so it automatically... So once you hold the attack button, it automatically eats up those orbs and pings.
To charge her hammer, indicated by the hammer gauge.
And
While
then...
charging, she cannot dodge, but she cannot be interrupted, and she gets up to 90% damage reduction based
Oh,
on
I get it. Okay. So when he
basic attack will
I'm confused. Did he just do it so quickly I just can't see
charge
it?
her hammer, indicated by the hammer gauge. While charging, she cannot dodge, but she cannot be interrupted, and she gets up to 90% damage reduction based on the amount of orbs pinged.
Oh.
She can also consume up to 2 sets of the 3 orb or matrix pings at base, prioritizing matrix orb pings. When Karenina has absorbed the max amount of orbs, she'll do a soaring strike attack, dealing massive dark damage and sending her into the air. If she's consumed 2 sets of 3 orb or matrix pings, the soaring strike
Yeah, it does seem automatic on the screen. Like it automatically absorbs the pings you need in order to do the charge. It seemed like... Hold on, let me rewatch this again.
Or matrix ping, holding down.
Yeah, so if there's a 3 matrix ping, hold basic attack to consume up to 2 sets to charge a hammer.
Basic attack will consume it to charge her hammer, indicated by the hammer gauge. Or matrix ping, holding.
Hold on. I'm going slow-mo here. Okay, so here's in slow mode. When he start doing the charge, it took in the first 3 ping it could take. And as it was charging, it I guess, oh, Matrix was triggered somehow. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Wait. Does she have a... Is there like something that's... Hold on. Let me check. Where's Karen at? Karen, there you are. What does this do? That doesn't do anything. Does this do anything special? Increases dark damage. No, it does not do anything. Wait, hold on. It just doubles the damage. Huh. So like it took the blue ping, and then Matrix was triggered somehow. So they took in the yellow ping, which was the first set. That was the first set, and this became the second set.
To charge her hammer, indicated by the hammer gauge. While charging, she cannot dodge.
I was confused because I only saw 2 sets of pings being used by him. So he says like if there's a 3 orb or matrix and or matrix ping, hold basic attack to assume up to 2 sets. However, it seemed like he consumed 2 sets right away, and then a third right before he did started the charge, and then he used a ping for the for just the charge itself. So it looked like he only used 2 in general, not like do this then you use up 2. But no, it used up the blue pings that we saw.
Will consume it to charge her hammer.
So like,
if Karenina has a 3 orb.
So yeah, so he used up these blue pings.
Or matrix ping.
And then
down basic attack,
as this was going on, it looked like Matrix went on.
hammer.
Oh wait, no, it didn't. Huh.
Indicate.
Okay, so there's the second set.
Gauge.
Oh yeah. So yeah, when she does the charge attack, it rearranges. Oh wait, so this isn't like a cost; it's a condition. It can only charge when there's a 3 orb or matrix ping. So when you're in a matrix, you can charge, or if there's a 3 orb, you can charge. Otherwise, you cannot charge. It's a condition. It's not a cost, it's a condition. And then to actually pay the cost while you're charging is to use the 2 sets. Oh wait, but you can charge it manually. So basically,
holding down basic attack will consume it to charge her.
Okay, no, it uses the first ping charges up to half, and the next one charges it to full. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. But I was confused because if you look at the wording, it looked like it needed this 3 orb or matrix ping in order to actually trigger the charge first. That's what I was confused about. Because on the video, he as he was charging, the ping for the blue pings happened at the same time. So I was confused. That was where my confusion lied. I didn't realize this was just a condition for to be able to charge in general.
Indicated by the hammer gauge. While charging, she.
Well, yeah. It says if, but still, that doesn't tell me that it's a condition. That doesn't tell me much. In Yu-Gi-Oh, that would tell me it was a condition, but this ain't Yu-Gi-Oh, so I didn't really think it was a condition.
Cannot dodge, but she cannot be interrupted, and she gets up to 90% damage reduction based on the amount of orbs pinged. She can also consume up to 2 sets of the 3 orb or matrix pings at base, prioritizing matrix orb pings.
Because I understand when you have a meter, you can hold or do something with the buttons here, and then you can trigger whatever that meter is tied to. But I didn't consider the fact that or an idea that that the system there's a system in place that registers how many pings are on screen already, and then you can use that to set a condition for your abilities to activate. I haven't had a character that can do that before, so. You're right, if is a conditional. However, I just didn't know that was, something in the game for this kind of setup. I just didn't know.
Consume up to 2 sets of the 3 orb or matrix pings at base.
It makes sense, but to someone who hasn't experienced this kind of character before, and has limited knowledge, I thought this meant, and with the video I saw, I thought it was consuming the 3 ping in order to activate the charge. Or in order to activate the charge. I don't know.
Prioritizing matrix orb pings. When Karenina has absorbed the max amount of orbs, she'll do a soaring strike attack, dealing massive dark damage and sending her into the air. If she's consumed 2 sets of 3 orb or matrix pings, the soaring strike damage is doubled. While in the air, spamming basic attack spins Karenina's hammer faster and gives her more airtime while dealing a bit of dark damage. In
They truly do.
spin mode, Karenina gets 50% damage reduction and she cannot be interrupted. It also builds kinetic energy, which is indicated at the number on the gauge up to 999, which will be more important later on. When Karenina finds the number on reduction and she cannot be interrupted.
While airborne, spamming a base attack will make her spin faster and give her more airtime. While airborne gain plus 50% damage reduction and interrupt resistance. Spin hits deal 10% direct damage and build kinetic energy per hit.
It also builds kinetic energy, which is indicated at the number on the gauge up to 999, which will be more important later on. When Karenina finally lands, she deals some dark damage and gains some ultimate energy, but if the gauge still has some charge left, she'll consume it to jump back into the air. Karenina can also dodge during her spin. This consumes dodge gauge to pull in enemies and knocks them airborne, dealing dark damage. It also restores some charge for the gauge and grants some ultimate energy on a 10-second cooldown. Dodging when the enemy attacks deals even more dark damage and restores the dodge gauge as well, with again a 10-second cooldown. And finally, her ultimate stops time to launch a gravity projectile into enemies, crowd controlling them and dealing massive dark damage. This damage is increased for each point of kinetic energy gained from the spinning, and if Karenina was in the air, she gets grounded after ulting. So, to sum it all up, consume up to 2 sets of 3 orb or matrix pings by holding down the basic attack to perform a soaring strike. Spam basic attack to spin in midair, and you can dodge to get some more airtime and ult energy, and then when you have 999 kinetic energy, ult for the max damage explosion. And for the leader passive, the team gets 10% increased dark damage, and tanks get an extra 5% attack.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm just hearing, you know that Luna you built? How about you just replace her with Karen here? Or you know what? Throw away your support. You don't need a support anymore. Just put in Karen. You'll be fine. Who needs a support? Just throw in Karen. Just go full on, full damage. That's all I'm hearing right now.
Karenina is the first Omniframe to introduce new in-between upgrades between ranks. So basically, my videos just got
Yeah. This is making me want to do that even more now.
a lot longer. For S5, which is 15 shards after unlocking her, it gives Karenina an HP-based shield for each 3 orb or matrix ping that she consumes while charging. Overall, it's not really a notable upgrade. Her double S applies dark resistance when dealing damage, and when Karenina is able to charge, she automatically rearranges her orb order as red, blue, and then yellow. Overall, it's a nice quality of life, but not a crazy increase in damage.
Oh, this is like, this is Ascension. It's like, this is just based on, like, if you pull on her more than you need. Or, like, no, double S is where you can get as a free-to-play players, but it takes a while. Or is it S+? Hold on.
Attack. Karenina is the Omniframe to introduce new in-between upgrades between ranks, so basically, my videos just got a lot longer.
Wait, what?
For S5, which is 15 shards up.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, right, there's a new... Oh. Is this stuff more important for whales? Yeah.
After unlocking her, it gives Karenina an HP-based shield for...
Oh, S rank slot 5 equals S5. Okay.
Each 3...
Oh, so once you hit like the Mark 5 or 5 slot on the little evolve screen before you hit SS, you get this ability.
Or matrix ping that she consumes while charging. Overall, it's not really a notable upgrade. Her double S applies dark resistance when
Basically
dealing damage,
useless.
and when Karenina is able to charge, she automatically rearranges her orb order as red, blue, and then yellow. Overall, it's a nice quality of life.
I mean, it's useless until it's not useless.
But not a crazy increase in damage or utility, in my opinion. Next, we have double S3, which is 3 copies, or 1 copy after double S.
Okay, 1 copy after double S. Okay. Karen can now consume up to 3 sets of 3 orb and or matrix pings. Wait. So wait, this meter becomes 3 essentially? So like if it was up to a third, then another third, and then to the final third now. So it just... Oh. And that provides dark resist shred when you use alt.
It lets her consume another set of 3 orb or matrix pings while charging, up to 3 sets, and consuming 3 sets will quadruple the damage.
So she's not a replacement for Luna unless you go for SS3. I mean, I'll still say the damage, gives a good argument for her being like the... Oh. SS for main... SS for main DPS. Okay.
Damage of the Soaring Strike and increase her spin damage by 75%. Her ult will now deploy a field that deals 75% dark damage to surrounding enemies, as well as those that walk into it, and apply the Dark Resist Shred.
That's the field of dark... That's the field. Oh my word.
And the Tank class skill. And this is the damage breakpoint, allowing Karenina to support and do respectable damage. Her triple S increases her dark damage when spinning. It shreds enemies' extra damage reduction when doing damage to enemies. Her charging will always activate both QTEs. And finally, her spin speed will automatically increase. From this point on, it's almost exponentially more damage per rank, So Triple S is a massive increase in damage from Double S3. Next we have Triple S3, which is about 7 copies, or 2 copies after Triple S, and when a teammate uses their ult, Karenina will gain a 3 orb ping, and she can now charge up to 4 sets of 3 orb pings, increasing the Soaring Strike damage 6-fold from base, and the spin damage is increased by 200%. Then we have Triple S6, which is about 9 copies or 4 copies after Triple S, and the spin damage bonus is increased here. And finally, Triple S Plus, the ult damage bonus is increased, and she gets a free 3 orb ping on swapping. And I'll talk about the rank recommendations in depth at the end of the video, since her recommended rank varies depending on your account. As for weapons, I'm just going to jump to her 6-star signature weapon, because if you pull for Karen, her signature weapon is a must pull, since her additional Dark Shred is locked behind her 6-star weapon passive, and without it, she's barely better than Tenebron at S rank, and a downgrade if Tenebron is double S. And without it, she's barely better than Tenebron at S rank, and a downgrade if Tenebron is double S. At that point, you might as well run Tenebron or Triple S21 instead. The weapon also increases the Soaring Strike
well, it's not really downgrade if I'm not using Teneb anyways.
Damage and recovers some more energy with each spin hit. And as for 6-star weapon resonance priority, definitely Tenebron Shock into Deadline if you have double S3 or higher, and then finally Resonant Echo. And since double S3 depends on having...
Hold on.
Three sets of 3 orb or matrix pings to activate the increased spin damage.
I had to do the math for a moment.
Having Deadline makes proc...
Let him explain first? Okay. Because right now it does not look good to even pull for it right now.
The star weapon passive, and without it, she's barely better than Tenebron at S rank, and a downgrade if Tenebron is double S. And at that point, you might as well run Tenebron or Triple S21 instead. The weapon also increases the Soaring Strike damage and recovers some more energy with each spin hit. And as for 6-star weapon resonance priority, definitely Tenebron Shock into Deadline if you have double S3 or higher, and then finally Resonant Echo. And since double S3 depends on having 3 sets of 3 orb or matrix pings to activate the increased spin damage, having Deadline makes proccing the passive much more consistent. As for builds,
he didn't even talk about the other... He didn't even talk about the 5-star weapon. He didn't even talk about it.
5-star memories, you can run 4-piece Ike and 2-piece Gloria. And Karenina has many 6-star memory builds. 5-star memories, you can run 4-piece
early game build only, I was about to say.
Ike and 2-piece Gloria. And Karenina has many 6-star memory builds depending on her rank and situation. If you have Karenina at S to double S rank, you have 2 primary builds. Since Karenina won't be on field for long due to her lower damage, she'll mainly be supporting the team off field. You can run 4-piece Da Vinci on slots 4, 5, and 6 with 2-piece Einstein on top for Pancake Burst or more survivability in game modes like Norman, ironically making Da Vinci one of the primary sets for all the Kareninas at this point. For extended game modes like Warzone,
so I could replace Vera with her in theory.
Or tankier Pancake bosses, running 4-piece Bathlon instead can be just as good, if not better, than Da Vinci. Or you can just forgo running Da Vinci on the team completely and run DPS sets if you have Triple S Selena, and run Luna since Luna triggers both QTEs anyways. For these support builds, you want plus 50.
Hi, fly me to the moon. I'm in pain right now because I was like, I feel happy about it because like maybe I can make a dark team, a dark tank team. It's not looking too good for that idea. What's there to talk about? What do you mean, what is there to talk about? There's everything to talk about.
Attack on the top resonance, and tank class skill on the bottom resonance. And
I don't know the 5-star weapon. What does the 5-star weapon do? This is supposed to be a guide. What if I don't have the means to get the 6-star weapon? What is the free-to-play option?
This is not super necessary, and Hypertune is definitely not necessary for this level of investment. Once Karenina hits SS3, you can justify using her signature set, Boom, to boost her personal damage.
Oh wait, no, you can't get that unless you go beyond the free-to-play means, right? Oh gosh. So this set ain't even recommended unless you actually have her up to here and probably with her weapon. I'm crying right now. I'm crying. This is not how I want to grow my roster.
Running 4-piece Boon on slots 4, 5, and 6 with 2-piece Einstein on the top can work to sub DPS while also debuffing for the team. But if you want real spin damage, running 2-piece Karenina instead, yes, an actual use for Karenina, can boost her soaring strike and spin damage, enabling more damage from her at the cost of someone else having to hold Einstein. You can also run 2-piece Kadi for solo DPS pancake as well. These DPS sets want plus 15 attack on the top resonance and core passive on the bottom resonance, and also hypertune slots 4, 5, and 6 as well. Okay, so there's straight up too many Dark Team combinations for me to...
A monthly A set sets you comfortably for SIG and probably SS3 from time to time. I don't know about that. I don't feel comfortable. You're asking me to... Because that would be asking me for like a high investment in order to make her actually good. You need her 6-star to build her ult in her rotations. It takes forever with the 5-star weapon. Oh no. And this is not to mention the fact that you need to pull her twice. You need not just one. You need to at least pull her twice in order to get to the SS3, right? Or even to get to barely get to the SS3. Because I think only the free to play the free to play shards can't even get you to beyond SS, can it? 37.5k black cards for SS3 plus SIG weapon and winning the 80-20. But wait, isn't she... Wait, I can't do it now because I don't have the resources for that. Even if I had the resources, oh gosh, that would be a lot of resource. Oh no. You do not smell whaling from me, Apple. I almost called you Apple. Apple, this ain't a whale. I literally cannot whale on this game. Yeah. Yeah, we had the 500k skull, but it'll only get us up to SS for Karen. So
talk about all of them. So to keep my sanity, I'll elaborate on the end goal meta Dark Team and quickly cover the alternate teams. First of all, we have the finalized meta Dark Team, starting with Luna on the yellow slot with 4-piece Flamel and 2-piece Darwin, Selena Capriccio on the red slot to trigger her QTE when charging on SS Karen, and you can run a variety of builds on Selena, including
triple S Selena makes sense because she's free.
4-piece Seraphine and 2-piece Kadi for DPS, or 2-piece Guinevere for Pancake if she's triple S, or a Da Vinci set if she's under triple S. And finally, Karenina on the blue slot, so Selena can proc Karen's QTE with her blue pings.
But I actually want to use her. I like her kit. Her kit looks fun. What if I wanted to actually use her, not just swap her out?
And you could run 4-piece Boon and 2-piece Einstein, or 2-piece Karenina for DPS if she's SS3 or above. But if she's SS or under, run 4-piece Bathlon or 4-piece Da Vinci with 2-piece Einstein to support Selena and Luna. The exact build combination will depend on the game mode and investment, but these are the sets I usually swap around for this team. You'll want Luna as the leader and Karen as a starter since she's on the support build, Otherwise, start with Selena since she gets more time to build up her orbs. And you can replace Triple S Selena.
Just ignore meta like you. Yeah, but how much can I really ignore when when her signature weapon is like necessary for her? Like I need to. Not only do I have to invest, like if I want Karen, not only do I have to invest like nearly 60 pulls for her, because I still have, cause I tried pulling for non-enemies, so I have some pulls. I have less pulls than I need to actually invest in order to get her. So there's that for us. But I'd also have to get her weapon. I have no pulls for that weapon banner at all. So, oh gosh. It's not like you have proper rotations anyways. I mean, yeah, I don't have Selena. Yeah, you're right. I don't have proper rotations anyways.
With Triple S Vera Rosen as a free-to-play alternative, just run 4-piece Da Vinci and 2-piece Guinevere on Vera Rosen instead. If you run Astral, here's the team, assuming you're running a base S Karen. And if you have double S3 or higher Karen, you can run her as a Pancake DPS, so here's an example team. Karen's field time will depend on rank and...
I have number 20, I have number 21. She's not... She's S right now, so she's not SS, but she's, I have her. But I have both. I got Kamu out of... I didn't get a choice in getting Kamu. Kamu came to me twice. Even though I told him I don't want him. I want Karen because her kit looks fun. But I also have to consider that my account is probably not, you know, suited or fit to get her right now. He may want me, but I don't want any of him. Even though he's a double S right now.
A support Karen will swap in between Selena or Luna's rotation to quick.
With 5-star weapon, you don't build ult with her spins, so her spins are actually detriment. Okay, so instead of like wanting to care about the 999 kinetic energy, we don't care for that when we're using the 5-star weapon. We just want to do a little bit of damage and then get back to the ground as quickly as possible, essentially. If we are still using Karen without the signature weapon. Just use her in your secondary dark team. I mean, yeah, that could be an idea. But yeah, I do have a proper dark element team essentially. I also have to get Selena up and replace Vera with Selena, but I could use her in a second dark team. You're right.
Please spin or do a 3 or ping before swapping out. But basically, you want to minimize Karen's field time and just keep repeating this rotation. A DPS.
Yeah, I should. I consider how long it takes. I can probably do that. I can farm her stage today, probably, before we do co-op.
Karen will swap in and spin enough to build. And
actually, no, we have to do co-op first because co-op's running out of time. We're running out of time for co-op, so we gotta do that once I'm, all good and ready.
Use your ultimate before swapping back out. You can start with Selena and swap into Karen if you have deadline timing on Karen. Otherwise, start with Karen and Matrix and attack before spinning to build her ultimate and use it before swapping out to like Luna or Selena to do their core passives and ult. Using Watanabe Astro in place of Luna and or Vera Rosen in place of Selena will utilize these same rotations depending on Karen's build and investment. For a take.
Oh no, I mean like the spins will do peanut damage, so you better just ping in orbs. Oh, so ignore the actual spin if I don't get her signature weapon. Okay.
Tankier Pancake bosses, it's about the same rotation, but double S3 Karen's fully charged Soaring Strike does massive damage super quickly, enabling quick execution of some early stage or weaker Pancake bosses. Just note that without Deadline Resonance, you need to Orb RNG a perfect Orb bar and Matrix an Orb before charging. Some other notes about our core passive: sometimes you physically cannot see another 3 Orb ping set until you are in the middle of the charge, and the core passive charge will only work if there's one perfect 3 Orb ping or Matrix ping, so you need to sort it out beforehand. And since consuming 3 Orb pings while charging counts as pinging an Orb, you'll get ultimate energy, build pet active skill charges, and proc QTEs for the respective consumed orbs. And yeah, try to trigger her QTEs as much as possible, since it's the main way to apply the Dark Resist Shred and Einstein. Next up, let's talk about her rabbit pet, modeled after my face when I don't get enough sleep. It passively buffs her ultimate damage by a ton, while also providing grouping on the spin, and its active skill is basically Karenina's Yellow Orb, slamming enemies in an AoE, and suspending them. Make sure to equip the first skill since it has the longer grouping duration. But if you don't plan to get Karenina to double S3, it's not worth getting as a pet as it...
Well, we'll find out when she actually comes live, and we'll see where we're at in terms of resources. But Guardian, I have a feeling I'm about to join you in that crusade of saving BCs for Bianca. I might be joining you in that at this rate.
mainly benefits the DPS Karen more, which is double S3 or higher.
Okay, fair. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to do that to me.
Alright, it's time for Tenebron to come back for round 2, this time facing off against Karenina.
Her field follows her too? Oh, how good, how nice.
Note that the dark resistance buffs don't stack between 21, Tenebron, and Karenina, and when compared to Triple S21, Karenina at base has only 5% more Dark Shred with a longer duration and grouping on the QT.
Is this a dark tank comparison? Oh, hold on. Actually, I gotta pay attention to this.
Tenebron to come back for round 2, this time facing off against Karenina. Note that the dark resistance buffs don't stack between 21, Tenebron, and Karenina, and when compared to Triple S21, Karenina at base has only 5% more Dark Shred with
5%, but it's for longer, for 12 seconds, right? So it's like double the amount of time. Oh, wait, whoops.
the longer duration and grouping on the QTE. But once Karenina gets her signature weapon, she pulls much further ahead than 21. At low investment, Karenina
And to add to that, fly me to the moon. We don't have a physical team. Actually, our dark teams is our only complete team right now because we don't have a lot of choices right now. So maybe it is smarter to like heavily invest in Bianca because not only are we getting Bianca that same month, we're using our selector on Rosetta to complete our physical team. So I do have Luminance. We do have Luminance. Luminance is on our team. Because that was the free unit I used on my first selector ticket when I started out. And she is maxed out except for her memories, and she still has her 5-star weapon, but yeah. Hi, Adade. We have 8.1k. We have 8.1k black cards, and because I got a skin thanks to our follower goal, I had some leftover from a monthly card, so I bought that, and so I just used our first one today. So we have 29 days off the which one was it? Top up monthly card. The monthly pass A. Yeah, monthly pass A. We have 29 more days of that. So at the end we should have what, around 12, 11 point something black cards. Yeah, she's looking more of a skip, even though I'd like her gameplay. Maybe in the future when I have like a better pool of maybe money or something like that, that could be an excuse to whale, as in pick her up once her rotating banner comes out or something in the future. But sadly, right now, she has to be a pass. I have to save for Bianca. What do you mean you can't wait? We're gonna see it in a bit here. I don't need no one since we have Selena, so. And Selena's about to get her, well, not now, but I think once no one comes out, she's gonna get her uniframe stuff or unimodule stuff.
And Tenebron are almost equivalent in terms of utility and damage. Both Karenina and Tenebron can provide an equivalent 20.
I think you should go for different units for different teams. Yeah, I probably should, but I'm also considering the fact that these newer units are replacing older units that are already in the pool. So, like right now, it's not a smart idea for me to go after the current alpha because Bianca's coming up. But there's also other characters coming up. Like, why would I get Bianca Veritas? Sorry, Garden. If Lucia's coming up, I want the new number 21 when she's actually here. So because of that decision, I have to unfortunately think about getting Lucia in the future too, because that's also part of the, like a good, I guess, lightning team, and I don't have a lightning team yet, so I have to think about, in the future, I could save my resources, invest in that team instead of investing on a team that's about to get outdated in the near future, or not near future, but in the future it's gonna get outdated.
5% dark resistance shred, but base as Karenina needs her synergy.
Maybe on 100% better. Yeah, maybe. No one is a lot more fun than Selena. He probably is. I mean, at the very least, the Transcendents are a very cheap, investment in terms of getting the character. But I already have Selena, Kamu, Palau because of me trying to pull for Selena and then Selena. Even if no one is better, I already have 4 uniframes. I don't have Roland, sadly, so I'm out of luck on that front. If there was ever a need for a fire Transcendent. Considering I lack a fire team, that's probably a good reason to have him. But even if Selena's not like the greatest option or less fun, she still fills that lightning transcendent role for now till I get an actual lightning team. So, but regardless, because I'm aware of these future characters and whatnot. If I were to build a character right now, that would be, or go for characters right now that will get replaced in the future, it's probably not that a good idea to do such. Like, Guardian over there is going for Veritas because Guardian has a Bianca shot. She's going for. I don't have that shot. I'm more focused on trying to develop my teams a bit right now, and I only have enough for like a dark team. Sadly, I do not have Rosetta. I'm gonna get Rosetta during the selector ticket when it comes out because that seems like a smart idea to do. Because we need. Actually, if I'm skipping Karen, once Karen drops, we'll see how many pulls we need in order to pull for that banner. Because I forget how many pulls I stopped at for Nanami.
Dark Shred, and Tenebron just needs double S for his, but he needs to ult first to activate it. Once Karenina hits double S with her weapon, she does slightly more damage than Tenebron, but barely, and it's only when Karenina hits double S3 with her weapon that you can start to see real damage after consuming 3 sets of 3 Orber Matrix pings for her Soaring Strike. At this rank and beyond, she starts to exponentially out-damage Tenebron at any investment. But if you're starting from scratch, after investing in Luna, a triple S Selena is the most cost-effective sub-DPS option over a double S3 carry. Since Selena shards can be obtained through the Battle Pass currency, her shards can be farmed from the Fantasia game mode, and she can also be used in other teams once invested with Resonance. Now that we understand the breakpoints, let's talk about whether you should pull and build her. And ultimately, it's going to depend on your specific account situation. If you already have Tenebron, especially at double S, or you're a new player, low in black cards, or a free-to-play player, you can skip her. Karenina with her signature weapon provides a faster setup, QTE grouping, and longer duration shred, but it's probably not worth spending 22,500 black cards for a slight upgrade.
You're right. Quite a few of the replaced units are going to end up on the voucher shop. You're kind of right on that front.
And quality of life. But if you don't have Tenebron and want an upgrade from 21, you can consider pulling Karenina and keep her at S. But you'll need her signature weapon for it to be a worthwhile upgrade over Triple S 21.
The fact that you need her 6-star weapon though is the reason why I'm kind of hesitant to even pull for Karen now. Because you're asking me to invest more than just the initial pulls to even get the character. You're asking me to get the signature weapon when it's probably not for the best to do that. Actually, I should probably ask in the future how needed is it to get the signature weapon after this point? Is Karen like the exception to the rule, or is this just the norm now after this point? I should probably ask that question now.
If you're a spender and want her to be able to sub DPS, you can plan to double S3 her with her signature 6-star weapon and her pet if you have the funds. Remember that you can always pull 2 copies and get double S3 through Pain Gauge. And for the whales, you can go for triple S or triple S3 because that's when she does a ton of damage. But I want to preface that all.
So it's just Karenina Karenina. I'm just gonna keep calling her Karen. So so Karen is literally the exception. Okay, she's an exception. Good. If she's an exception, for now she's a pass. But later we'll probably consider it in the future. Assuming by then she doesn't get replaced, because who knows what Lamia is going to become. She's either an ice or a dark unit, but it's probably a dark unit because how long it's been for a dark unit. But you never know. We'll see.
These options.
Or she just becomes a whole new element. Who knows? Curl Games is all over the place.
Are
just SS plus number 21. Yeah, we should probably do that.
meta viable.
I've been investing my resources so much in trying to get my memories and all my my stuff fully maxed out before I focused on story and stuff like that. But tomorrow we're investing onto stories, so we'll see.
And I personally ran with S rank character.
Yeah, but our attacker is like nearly to the max, like nearly. I'll show you all in a second once we're done with this video.
Karenina with her signature weapon for a long time and was able to clear game modes at a competitive level, utilizing Triple S Selena and Luna as a DPS, since Selena shards were easier to obtain. I eventually scrounged enough to double S Karenina, and then finally grinded Pain Gauge to get her to double S3 recently.
I have done some shards. I just haven't done all. I haven't gotten all the shards for number 21, because because I would have normally probably have done it, but after I got my account grilled apart by Sakurama, I've been heavily investing my resources in terms of upgrading my units. Specifically my dark team, so I haven't really had much serum to spend on for interludes.
So basically, I've utilized.
I have only one attacker, you're right, which is my dark attacker, aka Luna.
As Karenina at all of her ranks. But it's important to note that at the time of her release, the 2nd anniversary banner should be near, so if you're okay with Triple S number 21 or a Double S Tenebron, you're probably better off picking up characters that you missed on the anniversary.
Wait, what? What? Yeah, I only need 60 serum daily, but I'm using 60 serum on co-op daily because I do 3 runs a day on that one. Which by the time I do the event stuff, which is 240, I am left with 40 serum. But if I wait a while, then I get I get some more serum back if I wait around a while. Like right now, we went from 100 to 120. Yeah, we're at 120 right now, serum. The Sakurama roast was legendary. It was legendary. That was a legendary week. We grew more and everything else from that roast. But yeah, I'll show you all my account in a second. Hold on, we're almost done with this video. Actually,
overall, Dark Karen is unfortunately an expensive unit and often not worth the cost for many free-to-play or newer players. But if you're a spender that's able to hit that high investment threshold,
okay, that's all I need to know. Okay, give me 1 second to take care of my plate and then put away my pizza. And then I gotta turn off the light. I'll be right back in a second. Oh, you wanna see it? Hold on, we have a way to see the rant. Hold on a moment. Okay, I have returned. All right. So you want to? So you're saying you missed the whole roast, and I realized I said rant before I left. I meant roast. If you want to see the roast, there's a way for you to do it. You just gotta go to my YouTube channel.